Yes, my people, it's your boy Enzo, the realest in the game. And just like that, I'm back with another one. So, my people, it feels like there isn't a day that goes by without someone calling out Anthony Joshua. What the hell is going on, man? First, it was the YouTuber Jake Paul calling out Anthony Joshua, and it looks like that fight might happen. From what Eddie Hearn is saying, they're in talks with Jake Paul. So Anthony Joshua, the former 2 times heavyweight champion of the world, might actually be fighting Jake Paul. But another fighter, former fighter, a great fighter, has called out Anthony Joshua. He's a retired fighter. Andre Ward has now come out and called out Anthony Joshua for a fight. Andre Ward, he tweeted on X, whatever you call it, his Instagram account, whatever, and he stated that, look, if a fight is going to make financial sense, business sense, and is good for his legacy, a fight that will make him want to actually get out of bed and train for, at 41 years of age, will be to fight Anthony Joshua. That's what Andre Ward said. You know, Andre Ward has been retired for almost 10 years. I believe it's like 8 years he's been retired or something like that. He retired back in 2017. He was 33 years of age. His last fight was against Kovalev, which he won that fight as well. And now he's calling out Anthony Joshua, man. And I like the response from Joshua. Joshua just tweeted back, whatever. And Joshua said, payday, payday, payday. He wants a payday. Bracket, Canelo's voice. And that's funny because that is exactly what Andre Ward wants, you know. Andre Ward is calling out Anthony Joshua for a payday. That's all it is. You know, let's call it for what it is. He wants a payday. Do you know what I mean? That is the only reason why Andre Ward wants to fight Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? And I understand why Andre Ward wants the money. He wants to pay that against Anthony Joshua because Andre Ward, for some of you who don't know him, I'm sure, listen, the hardcore boxing fans, they know who Andre Ward is, Highly skilled fighter, elite fighter, like boxing IQ, basically the best out there, especially in his era of his time. Like, he was a great guy. Even now, I still watch some of Andre Ward's like fight breakdowns, his tactical analysis and everything like that, because he's just got a great boxing mindset. Do you know what I mean? Like, his brain is just incredible, fantastic fighter, but he didn't make a lot of money, man. Like, in his career, like, his boxing skills did not translate or transition to pay-per-view sales. Like, he wasn't a pay-per-view star, and he was in an era where it was about pay-per-view stars. Do you know what I mean? You had Mayweather, you had Pacquiao, you had Cotto, you know what I mean? Even Canelo was about them days. They were selling mad numbers. You know what I mean? Ricky Hatton, Amir Khan, like, people were doing big numbers when it comes to pay-per-views. You know what I mean? And other fighters as well. Like, sorry if I forgot your names, but people were selling the hell out of pay-per-views. But for Andre Ward, for all the skills that he possessed, boxing IQ and everything like that, but I think the fans just found him boring for some reason. Like, his personality didn't come across, like, didn't translate, like, didn't inspire fans to go out and buy tickets, do you know what I mean, and buy pay-per-views to watch his fights. And that's very unfortunate because he was such a highly skilled fighter. He was an elite fighter. And for me personally, he retired too early. Like, at 33 years old, I felt like he retired too early. But I think I was watching his interview at the time and he said something about I don't know if he fell out of love with boxing or he just couldn't be bothered no more. And he walked away, man. I still feel like at 33 years old for a boxer, like, that's young, man. We've got some fighters still fighting right now. You know, at 39, 40, the guy, and look at Derek Chisora and many more other fighters out there that are still fighting, like, in their early 40s, And Manny Pacquiao just came back and fought Mario Barrios, and to my opinion, he's absolutely smoked Mario Barrios. And Manny Pacquiao's what, 46, 47? Do you know what I mean? So Andre Ward, especially his style of fighting, it's not like he went out there and took mad damage. He didn't take no damage. Do you know what I mean? He didn't really get hurt as much as other fighters have. So he could have prolonged his career a little bit more, But he wasn't able to sell as much pay-per-views as he should have because of his name and his talent. I think the most he ever made in a fight, a big fight, is like $6 million, yeah, against Sergey Kovalev. Do you know what I mean? Like $6 million, yeah. You look at what fighters are making right now with Rhea season. Even back then, if you look at the big names, yeah, like 6 million was nothing even back in his day, back in 2017. 6 million was peanuts, man. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you compare it to now. So he never made that money. So I can understand why he's calling out Anthony Joshua, because he wants the bag, man. If he gets a fight against Anthony Joshua, mate, right now, in this day and age, like, he's guaranteed at least 20 million, 20, 25, or even 30 million. Do you know what I mean? Just off the pay-per-view sales and Turkey Allah Sheikh and Rhea season getting involved and everything like that. So I can understand why Andrew Ward is going for it, but he's not going to get that far. I don't think there's any interest from the fans, and I'm looking at the reaction from the fans as well. Nobody interested in Andrew Ward. I think if we're talking about like hardcore boxing fans, you know, like if you want to see a skilled fighter, in terms of the hardcore boxing fans, they'll want to see Andrew Ward versus Anthony Joshua, even though I don't know how the dynamics of that work, because the heaviest Andrew Ward has gone up to is light heavy. Do you know what I mean? He's not even been a cruiserweight, and Anthony Joshua is a massive, massive heavyweight. We know he's a big guy, and taller, rangier, reach and everything, and power. So I don't know how they're gonna make that fight happen. And do you know what I mean? Andrew Ward will have to go up to heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? So that would be difficult in itself. But I don't think the fans want to see that. You know, even the casuals don't want to see, because a lot of the casuals don't know who Andrew Ward is. As sad as it is to say, but listen, Jake Paul has a bigger following, bigger fan base than Andrew Ward. Do you know what I mean? Bigger fan base than he's ever had, ever. You know, so I don't think that fight is ever going to happen. There's no appetite for it. There's more possibility or likelihood of a Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight happening than it is for Andrew Ward. But listen, I don't blame the brother for trying his luck. I don't blame the brother for calling Anthony Joshua, because listen, everyone's doing it. If a YouTuber can do it in Jake Paul, yeah, why can't Andrew Ward call out Anthony Joshua? You know, Andrew Ward has been a champion, world champion. He's highly skilled, one of the best fighters of his era. He has every single right to call Anthony Joshua for a fight, to call him out. Do you know what I mean? Whether his dream or whatever, whether it will be a reality and actually happen, no, I don't think it's going to happen. But hey, you know, no one said you can't try. He's tried. You know what I mean? Everyone's calling Anthony Joshua out apart from Luke Partridge, which doesn't make no sense. Come on, Luke Partridge, man. Call out Anthony Joshua, man, a.k.a. Tyson Fury. That's the fight that I want to see Anthony Joshua involved in, against Tyson Fury. I don't want to see no Jake Paul. I don't want to see no retired ex-pros, whatever. No. What's next? What is next? The bin man. Do you know what I mean? Call it Anthony Joshua. Come on, fix up Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren. Bang their heads together. Let's get Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. My people, let me know your reactions. What do you think of this fight between Andrew Ward, Anthony Joshua? Andrew Ward has called out Anthony Joshua. Do you ever see this fight happening? Do you know what I mean? Or is Andrew Ward just being desperate because he wants the money? He wants the payday. Do you know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo, the realest in the game. Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.